Hi, my name is Trey. I'm a support engineer here at Event Solutions. Today, I'll be talking about how to create a basic customers integration in Smart Connect. Today, I'll be hopping right into this one. So, from the integrations tab, we will actually want to go to the data sources tab, and we'll create our first data source for this. Uh, for this example, I'll do an Excel file data source just for a basic example, so you can double click to do that. And all I did was click on create up here and it popped up that box, and then I clicked the Excel uh, option here. So I'll give it a quick name here. Customers BC is a pretty good one. And then connection local or network, because this is going to be a local file, but if you have a file set up on a remote server, you can also connect into that. But for this option, we won't be doing that. So I do have just a basic customers file here. I can show you what it looks like here in a second. Once you do that, all you do is have to double click on here to get into that folder lookup, and then you can find the file you want. Then the sheet option will pop up. Select the sheet that you want to do, and then you can do these options. I wouldn't recommend doing them. And you can preview it to make sure everything is set up correctly. And yep, just a couple of lines, basic information here. And that's all I'm going to do for the data source. So once it's all working and the preview works correctly, you can go ahead and press save. And then you can go back to the integrations tab and press create again in the top left. This time we'll give it an integration ID, which is just a name. So customers BC, do the same thing, and then I'll just customers going into BC. For the description, you do have to fill this out. It won't let you move on without it. And that integration ID becomes immutable after saving that, so you won't be able to change it anymore. So now I'll find customers BC right here, and then I'll go ahead and select a data source key. So a good one to do here is a customer number, since it is a unique value. And again, we can just preview it to make sure everything's good and how we want it to be. And that is all you have to do for the source and destination part. All I did was go into the file, select the one that we just created, and then select the data source key for that. So then we'll move on to the destination type. Going into here, I'll just go into Business Essential OData. And once you have that selected, you'll have to select your connection or your instance. So I'm just going to go to my templates instance. And then we'll have to select which service we want to go into, which is normally going to be called customer card. And there it is. Go ahead and press the box right next to it, press OK. And then you have all of this set up. You'll see a available line down here. And if this was a more complex integration, we could do include linked entities or some of these others, but include linked entities is going to be the most used one. But again, for the simple integration, we don't need to worry about that. Then we'll go into customer card down here, and we'll start mapping some of these fields. So no, I'll attach the customer number to customer name to name. And how I'm doing this is I'm just dragging and dropping. So I'm left clicking on this contact person. I don't believe I have in here, but how about address? Yeah. You can search up here if you need to find them as well. So address 1, I am left clicking, dragging and dropping onto here. But you can also go ahead and click on this actual field, find your field that you want to put in there, and select it as well. So I'll find the rest of these real quick. And we can then move on. It's county for state for BC, because it's a little city, a little silly. Go to city, map city, postal code, might just be called post code. Yep, everything has a little bit different name in there, so just got to make sure you find the right one. And I'll map the phone number, and that'll be enough for this example. So gone ahead, mapped all of them that I want to map here, and this should create a successful couple of customers into my BC environment. I checked the box up here for update existing. So basically, if Smart Connect finds that one of those contacts already exist in your BC, it'll just update it with this new information instead of creating a whole new one. And you'll see that this group data is automatically checked, so you will want to make sure you group on that customer number or that unique field that I pointed out earlier that we did our data source key on. So yeah, once you have that, the grouped on, the update existing if you want, and all of these fields mapped, you can go ahead and press OK and make sure it does match up here again. And it is actually done from here. You can either press save or run. Run will show you if it is successful or not. Save will just basically close down the map, and you can see all my records were successful and they are now in Business Central. So that is all you'll need to do to set up a simple Excel to BC customers integration. If you have any questions, you can email support@e1solutions. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please let us know. Thank you.